So, a few months ago, I get a call from Jason, and he tells me that I would be the best man at his wedding. If you know the two of us, this has pretty much been assumed for 29 years. But knowing my track record with public speaking, a major part of me was hoping that he would let me off the hook and maybe pick somebody else. When it became obvious that he wasn't, and kept asking, "How's the speech going?" I immediately went into panic mode. My weekly trip to the psychologist quickly became twice a week, and as we got closer, 3 times a week. The cost started to add up, especially since the ripoff doesn't take insurance anymore. So Jason, when this is all over and you're back from your honeymoon, I would like to speak to you about at least partial reimbursement. Maybe you can split it with Ryan Alovis, who, if you follow on Twitter, has been relentless over the past 2 weeks. Anyway, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jordan, and I accept this honor of being the best man at your wedding. Please hold your applause. Now, some of you have friends from college. If you're lucky, friends from high school. And if you're very lucky, you kept in touch with friends from middle school. For the majority, it stops there. Well, I have known Jason long before middle school, long before kindergarten, before mommy and me classes. I have literally known him since day one. I can tell you that Jason is the single greatest person I have ever met. Truly one in a billion. I find myself running out of adjectives trying to describe him. We would be here for quite a while if I did try, and since Bob has me on the clock, I'm going to keep this as brief as possible. If I had to name one person in my life who has had the most positive impact, it would be Jason, hands down. He helps me in every aspect of my life on a daily basis. Socially, professionally, or any other time I need him, he has always been there for me, no questions asked, no matter the circumstances. He just has a certain way, a certain something that gives me more confidence whenever he is around. Whether it be playing sports, a business meeting, or something as simple as going to dinner, I am more confident when he is there. It is something that's very difficult to describe. I can't tell you how lucky I am to have him as a best friend. Applause. Jesse, where's Jesse? Jesse. Oh, yeah, you were there too. I was going like your side. Okay, Jesse. You're actually the coolest dude I've ever met. Much cooler than Jason. Sorry. You're a much better athlete, much better drinker. You love watching sports, wearing sweatpants, and Rookie is your man's best friend. What a cool dude. One of the traits I like most about you is your self-confidence. You're actually the most confident person that I know. You will be the first to say, "I am the best at this," or "I am the best at that." I remember our first ping pong game. I was up like 19-4, and you were still talking trash. I tried telling you the game was over, but you didn't want to hear it. After your humbling loss, you made excuses, saying there was a glare on your side, or I had the better paddle. The only thing I find trouble with you is your bizarre obsession with John Starks. I don't think anybody in here knows who he is, but he used to play basketball for the Knicks. He's the guy Michael Jordan abused for 10 years in a row. I was a bit taken back when I walked into your bathroom and saw his jersey hanging on your wall. A 28-year-old engaged woman with a John Starks jersey in her bathroom? It's weird. It's just weird. Okay. So, it's bizarre. Despite all this, I want you to know how much Jason and I care about you. We actually contacted his publicist to find out what he gets for an appearance fee. We thought it would make you happy if he was here tonight to sign autographs. Unfortunately, we were not able to agree on terms. They refused to budge from their $100 appearance fee. Jason and I said we would pay $50, not $1 more. It wasn't really the money. We just didn't want to overpay. We just don't like to overpay. I guess it's harder than I thought to get an A-list celebrity like John Starks to a wedding. Now, before we left to go to Puerto Rico for the bachelor party, I get a text message from Jesse saying, and I quote, "Take care of my husband." I'm not a real emotional guy, but those words really hit home. I had never seen anyone refer to Jason as my husband. I then received a follow-up text saying, let me know what happens, keep me in the loop. So I do realize I'm here for Jason as his best man, but I do owe it to Jesse to tell you what happened. Sorry. Well, we set the record for the most manicures, foot massages, and facials for a group of 8 guys on a bachelor party ever. When most guys would be out till 6 a.m. on their bachelor party, Jason was rested, relaxed, and getting his 3rd chemical peel. Let's not forget his never-ending quest to have the best suntan on the entire beach, including the locals. He kept asking me to move over every 20 minutes so we could adjust his chair to make sure he was getting optimal sunshine. He didn't want to miss a ray. It got really annoying sitting next to him on the beach, so I won't do that anymore. He also found plenty of time for the casino. Maybe a little too much time. The only good thing about a vacation with a casino is you always know where to find him. Unfortunately, this is the only good thing. I knew we were in big trouble when we walked in the first night and he knew the names of all the dealers from years past. Literally said hello to everybody. Each night he would make claims like, "There's good karma tonight, Jordan," or "I know that dealer over there, he pays." He would then say, "Follow me," as if he was leading me into some sort of battle. So Jess, he's going to give you the same stories that he gives me. You can't pay any attention to it. For the record, we both ended up losing, which is pretty standard. Your job is to keep him out of there. This has been an ongoing problem for the both of us since age 2, when we gambled on who would drink the bottle first. It feels like yesterday, well, technically it was yesterday, when Jason first called me to tell me he met Jesse. A little quick. It was Sunday morning, and I had received my... I'm going to go to this side. Talking about you. Now I lost my place. Okay, I found my place. It was Sunday morning, and I had just received my morning call from Jason. It was slightly earlier than usual for a Sunday, so I knew something was up. I stapled out of order. Hold on. I'm back. Okay. Where did I leave off? Next page. He could not stop telling me about this girl, Jessie, that he had met the night before. Like 2 women, we started going into detail. We discussed the dinner they met at, the drinks they had, the things they discussed, and the club that they went to afterward. He then went on to tell me that when the night was over, he took her in a cab back to her apartment to make sure she got home safely, like a true gentleman. I thought the story was about to get good. So, as any male friend would ask, I said, "Then what happened?" He said, "Nothing. She threw me out of the apartment. Actually, she didn't even let me in." He also made mention of a scary black dog in the doorway with a vicious growl. So to try to save face, I said, "She probably just needed to walk the dog or something. Don't worry about it." So, of course, I was bummed for my friend, but I liked what I heard. The next 2 weeks was more of the same. Every conversation we had was about Jessie and how amazing she is. Gag. It was nonstop. It was annoying. So I was so happy for him, but it started to get kind of annoying. So after 14 days and 72 phone calls about Jessie, I said it's enough. Let's do dinner. Let's meet her. The first dinner is still very clear in my mind. I knew immediately what Jason was talking about. Besides being beautiful, Jessie was so easy to talk to. I felt like I knew her forever. I guess she felt the same way too. We weren't even done with appetizers, and she was already making fun of my quirky ways and giving me a list of all the things that she was good at. I remember leaving dinner saying to Jason, "This is your wife." And I really did say that. That's not for the speech. Now, I am sure some people say that this happened kind of fast. I say nonsense. Sometimes you just know when 2 people are meant to be together, and in this case, it's painfully obvious. I couldn't be happier for the 2 of you. I love you both. A little bit more. Let me close. Close strong. Anyone here tonight already knows what kind of person Jason is. You certainly did not need me to tell you. I think it's only fair to acknowledge and thank the people who have helped mold him into the man he is today. I would like to thank the entire Tillis family, especially Meryl, Bob, and Lindsay. Thank you for raising the greatest man that I've ever known. I would also like to thank you guys for always being there for me and my family. Bob, you are like a second father to me, Meryl, a second mother, and Lindsay, my little sister. Growing up, I was always included in every family dinner, every family vacation, really everything you guys did. You have always treated me like a son, and it is something I will never forget. I would also like to thank Rainey. You are apparently most responsible for putting this night together, so thank you so much. And I feel bad I'm taking your #1 ping pong ranking in the family, but maybe it's something, you know, if you stop playing Jason, your game will improve. It's not gonna help, it's gonna be negative. He's negative. Page 4. It's almost over. It's just like two, I don't even remember, it's like 2 lines. That's page 1. Next page. It's the one with like 2 lines. Almost home, guys, almost home. Alright, I said that. Finally, I would like to thank everybody here tonight. You are the most important people in Jason and Jesse's lives. It means a lot to them that you made the trip to Florida. I can safely say that you would have been here at this wedding no matter where it was. Let's raise our glasses. I don't have one, but just raise your glasses. And let's toast to Jason and Jesse and to the rest of their lives. I am so happy that I can be a part of it. I love you guys both. I have a thing.